Hello everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna do a little message from Spirit and see what's going on. We have the unseen. The Spirit, the Ancestor, the Eternal. The unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it yet it sees us, watching and waiting with wisdom both kind and instructive. We feel this presence, sense it, intuit, and then doubt its existence, though it rallies our attention time and time again. The energy of the unseen may come in many forms: a compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, a vision, or message from a loved one who has passed on from the other side. It is natural to fear these communications as they challenge our perception of what is real. When this card appears, your guides are near. The eternal is present. The doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen. The sounds may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. Guidance comes in many forms. Don't expect it to be glittery or comfortable. The spirit world speaks the truth. Sometimes it soothes and sometimes it burns. Being graced by the unseen is a gift. Treat it kindly. Allow yourself to be seen by eternal eyes. When light, clairvoyant guidance, whispers of wisdom. When dark, looming energy, unwillingness to forgive. Go deeper. King Hamlet, the three fates, the shining. That's that part where it says, we feel this presence, sense it, intuit, and then doubt its existence, though it rallies our attention time and time again. Why do we do that? It's kind of like when you get a sign and it's literally clear as day. And you're like, I need a signee or sign. Why? Why don't we believe? Why don't we believe? Is it because we're not taught to listen to our intuition? Is it because, I don't know, I just have goosebumps, and here we are, mistrust. Why do we mistrust our signs and our intuitive wisdom? Relationships. And that stuck out because perhaps you are clairaudient. And windfall. I kind of feel like we have an abundance of gifts and we don't trust them. We feel things, we sense things, the unseen, but yet we won't let ourselves fully believe it until we see it. But if you've, heard of Abraham Hicks, you have to believe it in order to see it. And then even then, we question it. We really don't trust. Why? Ease. I feel almost like Our lives become so much easier when we learn to trust the relationships that we have with our intuition and with Source. Not only is it easier to trust and easier to make decisions based off our intuition and based off the knowing of our extreme abundance that we are, but like with it comes like a windfall of information, of comfort, of confirmation. I don't necessarily feel like this is a windfall of money. I feel like it's like trusting our spiritual gifts bring in so much wisdom. It's in trust. It's the doorway to trust. We're not really taught to trust our intuition, or that we even have intuition. That's definitely been a journey of mine. Is I can look back and I'm like, oh, that was my spiritual gifts of being psychic. That was me reading energies. That was my intuition. I didn't know what the hell it was though, but it's been there all along. And yet there's still a distrust, there's still a hesitation, there's still a doubt. And perhaps that goes away at some point. Maybe you're just now coming into realizing that you have gifts as well. You know, when I was younger, I thought that I didn't think gifts were for everyone. And you definitely can't base things off of movies, because it's, you know, the way we see witches or a psychic in a movie is not really legit. And then when you see it a certain way or expect it to be a certain way, it kind of closes you off and cuts you off to maybe how your gifts come through, because everyone's gifts are different. Get to know your clairs. And we have gloom. Optimism. There, I kind of feel like maybe not trusting your intuition or knowing what to do has caused you a lot of sadness and suffering. Or maybe things that you've picked up on that you haven't yet seen the results of make you kind of sad. But you're coming into this space where you're feeling more optimistic and you're getting more in tune to your gifts. It's like perhaps that you love. Perhaps you felt like your gifts have been a curse, self-confidence. But you're like coming to love them. They're coming to appreciate them and you and your uniqueness. You're coming into understanding how they work. Maybe you're even loving yourself and loving life and feeling more confident now that you know what you know about you knowing it. There's a soul card. And then it's like we have the eyes closed. Maybe this has to do with your third eye. Eyes closed, both eyes open, one eye open. So maybe it's like maybe you have some sort of, you can see things. And perhaps you were scared or it wasn't open yet. And then it's like, okay, and open one eye and just kind of see, you know, what I think, and then it's like, you're not scared anymore. Your eyes are open. but you're still maybe afraid that you're not seeing it in the way that it's meant, or translating it in the way that it's meant. But that's the thing. Isn't it what it means up to you to decide? What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. Today's mantra: I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. And maybe some of you are coming into using your spiritual gifts, and that's a reminder that you need to set clear boundaries and have energetic boundaries if you are opening up to, mediumship, other energetic beings, entities. And in this process, slow down and take your time. You might miss something incredible. Intuitive gifts don't have to be something that are scary. And I think that might be a reason why a lot of us don't allow ourselves to tune into them. Know why you do the things you do. Know why you believe the things you believe. If you do not know, then perhaps those ways are not your own. Change them. Maybe you're afraid because you doing this work is different. Nobody in your family, you don't know anybody. Kind of like you're scared to open up to your gifts. You're scared to be seen in your gift, doing your gifts. But you don't have to be scared. It's different times now. Laugh, then laugh some more. Keep laughing. So yeah, Source wants you to take your gifts a little bit more lightly. The 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer when I said that. This can be fun. It doesn't have to be scary like the movies of psychics or witches or just anything. Get to know what you're thinking as far as what you feel and believe about these things, and if those beliefs are true. And it can be fun. It's not all dark. And even the dark doesn't have to be scary. Anything else? And then the song Don't Fear the Reaper just came in my mind. Maybe you're a medium and you're scared to open up your gifts because 1331, you're scared of seeing dead people. I don't know. I definitely feel like clear seeing and clear hearing. I know clairaudient. Is it clairvoyance? I get them sometimes confused. Maybe you have both of those. Namaste.